How's it going, everybody? My name is JustJarrod. Welcome back to yet again another No Man's Sky video. We got lots to talk about with this foundation update. This video we're going to be talking about resources. We're going to be talking about the resource rebalance. We're going to be talking about the new resources, where to find the new resources, what they look like. All the stuff is going to be in this video for you guys. So we're going to get started. So first things first, I'm going to talk a little bit about the resource rebalance and why things are different. Then I'm going to go through all the new elements and where to find them and what they look like. So let's get started with the resource rebalance. Hello Games has changed up a lot of things when it comes to elements and resources. First things off, Plutonium, Thamium, Zinc, Platinum, those used to be common. They are still common, but they're not crazily everywhere like they used to be. Some planets don't even have barely any plutonium on them, so you really have to hunt to find it. So those are more rare. Also, Chrysanite and Titanium you can't mine unless you have the advanced mining tool. Which you get that through base building, the base building missions. So Chrysanite, Titanium, you can't even mine until you get that tool, and they're also harder to locate. Also, there's no more neutral element crystals. So before, you could find gold, iridium, aluminum, emerald, copper, and nickel. All those you could find in crystals, and when you scanned, they would be marked by like a treasure chest icon. Those are completely gone anymore. You can't find neutral element crystal in crystal form anymore. So those are completely gone. Also, gold, iridium, aluminum, emerald, copper, and nickel, all those neutral elements just are so much more sparse. You can't go to a planet and just mine emerald, like huge fountains of emerald, right, for 3 straight hours and then get a bunch of money like you used to be able to. They're very, very sparse now, and we're going to get into that when I go through the list of elements. So everything is more sparse. It's a lot better. You can't just farm one planet for days straight that's just filled with emerald and gold and every freaking neutral element. Things are different now. So, like I said, the resource rebalance has been crazy. They did a really good job with it. So let's get into the list of resources now. Now in the background, you guys are going to be seeing what these elements look like as I talk about them, so you know what they actually look like when you're looking for them in the game. Now, one thing to note is that this game is procedural, so maybe what I'm finding isn't everything that's possible, but mostly what I've seen has been the same surrounding every time I've been out on different planets, so this is what I'm going after and going off of. If you find gold that looks differently than what I say, that's because the game's procedural. There's no possible way I can know everything. So let's just get that out of the way. Now we'll start. So first off, gold. Gold is still the same as pre-update. It's like giant golden nuggets. You can find them on planets just regularly. So that's what gold looks like. Iridium. Iridium is totally different. Iridium is bright red, like cubed deposits. They can be huge, they can be small, they could be more square, they could be more rectangle. So iridium is bright red, very hard to miss. Aluminum is chrome in color, and the deposits are like medium sized, and they're kind of like indentations in mountains, at least from what I've seen, and the coating of those indentations is aluminum. Emerald is still a greenish gold color, and the deposits actually like coat the walls of caves, and the ground sometimes is coated in emerald, so that's where you gotta find it. Look in caves and look on the ground, because sometimes it's just a floor that's emerald, but when you actually mine it, it's like a really slim layer, so you can't mine thousands of emerald anymore off of one deposit. It's going to be like maybe one stack, so it's really scarce. Most of the copper I found has been atop rocks and has a more bronze copperish look rather than before. It was just like random, like dark brown, sometimes it was green. Now it's more of a very shiny bronze copper look, and it's on top of rocks like you see here. Now, it took me a weird amount of time to find nickel. I had to go to like a bunch of different systems, but nickel is silver in color, and all the nickel I found is in archways like these. They also changed up Iridium. Iridium is now not a dark blue rectangle square that sticks out of the ground all weirdly. It's a more pretty sapphire blue deposit like this. It's got like a more ovalous shape. It looks a lot more visually appealing than the ugly Iridium from previously. Next up, we're getting into the weird stuff. We got through the common things that we all know about, now we're getting to the new and the weird. So first off, on the weird side, we have Mordite. Now Mordite you can get from killing animals, so when you kill animals, you'll mine Mordite from them. I don't know how that works, it just does, but at least you get something from killing animals now if you want to take that route and just murder everything. Also, you can get a plant from the base building missions to actually plant Mordite in your base. Next up is Trophium, and you can only get Trophium from destroying starships while you're in space. Then we got Antrium, which looks like this. Basically, it's any glowing plant that's near or in caves. Easy to find, just find a cave, just walk into the cave, destroy all the glowing plants. They all look different, a lot of them look different, but it's all Antrium. Anything that's creating light in caves is Antrium. So if you need it, just find a cave system and just go, you know, for hours. You can get a bunch. It's easy to mine, easy to find. Next we got Copperite. Now Copperite is the fecal matter of animals. So basically, if you need Copperite, if you want Copperite for whatever reason, just go up to an animal, a creature that's non-hostile. Some animals you have to feed them carbon, iron, or iridium. So it kind of differs with creatures, but you feed them, you kind of follow them around for a bit, they'll get a smiley face icon, and then when they have a magnifying glass icon, that usually means they found something of interest, or they've kind of, you know, did their thing, did their business, and then you basically get Copperite from that. Also, in the future, once you get the actual plans and the blueprints, you can actually plant Copperite in your base. Next up, we got Pugnium. Very strange name, but you basically get them just by destroying sentinels, any kind of sentinels, the dog, the drones, or the walkers. Next up, we got the star system specific resources and elements. You got Somatogen, which can only be found in blue star systems, and it's in large deposits like holes in caves full. Like when you find Somatogen on a blue star system planet, there's tons of it. Somatogen is just, I mined Somatogen for a long time. It's just caves and caves full of Somatogen. Rubium can be found in red star systems, and once again, just like Somatogen, it's large deposits and holes and caves full. And then last but not least, of the star system specific resources is Veridium, which you can find in green star systems. Those are mostly, at least what I've seen, in mountainsides, like mountainside indentations like you see here. But also in very sizable limits, so there's a lot of resource there to mine. Now the next 6 elements I'm going to be talking about are all new, but for each one you need the Hazmat Gauntlets to actually acquire. To get the Hazmat Gauntlets, you have to go through the base building missions to eventually acquire them. So we're going to talk about those, but I just want to let you guys know you actually need those gauntlets to be able to pick them up. First off is Spodonium. Now Spodonium is like a cacti plant that can be found in barren biomes only. Then you've got Coryzagen. It's a blue crystal-like plant that you can find in frozen planets. You've got Rigogen, which is an underwater plant. Now the thing you need to know about Rigogen, it's underwater, it's on any planet, you just have to have water and you gotta go under there and look for it. Scans don't pick it up. Your scan while you're on a planet doesn't pick up Rigogen, and your scan while in space won't pick up Rigogen on planets. You actually have to go and look for it. Then you've got Candensium, which is a very small flower-like plant that's found in radioactive biomes. You've got Veridian, which is a really weird-looking plant, I don't know how to describe it, which you can find in scorched biomes. And you got Temerium, which is a mushroom plant that you can find in toxic biomes. Now all those plants that I just named that you need the Hazmat Gauntlets for, you can also grow all of those at your base once you get the plans for them. Also note that any of the neutral elements, gold, iridium, aluminum, emerald, copper, and nickel, can be found in asteroids. At least before the update, you can find those in asteroids. So if all else fails, just go shooting up a bunch of asteroids and see if you can find them. But I can't confirm all of them are still in asteroids, because obviously that would take forever just to go around shooting asteroids. But still, those are still a possibility if you can't find one of those elements on planets. So that is it for the resource video. I know it was kind of quick. I hope it helped you out. Hope you guys kind of understand where I was going with this, with the whole resources thing. A lot of people, surprisingly, I mean, it's not even surprising. No Man's Sky is a big game, obviously. There's a lot of resources, a lot of things, especially now since the Foundation update. A lot of people don't know what a lot of things are. So now hopefully this helps you guys out. I know for me, it took me, I don't know, forever, until now I guess, to find Rigogen, or Rigogen, however you want to pronounce it, the underwater plant, because it doesn't show up in scans, ever. So there's no way to know that. You just got to go underwater and search for it. So I just wanted to let you guys know all this stuff so you guys can do what you got to do without like super struggling and taking forever just to find one resource. So there you guys go. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up for me. That would be amazing of you. I would love that. I would love you. Awesome. Make sure to subscribe to JustJarrod Gaming for more videos on No Man's Sky. throughout forever. The update, the Foundation update is fabulous. We got rumors of land vehicles. I want to do a video on that. We got a lot going on, so more videos will be coming throughout forever, like I said. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Until next time, peace out.